Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. Let me make it public. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Let me make it public. Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. Let me make it public. Edit. Let me make it public. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so nervous. I got this beautiful guest tonight and I got to make it public. I don't want to edit. I want to make it public. Let's give it a second, okay? Let's start over. Let's make it public. Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. My name is Terrence Bardui. Some people call me H. Some people call me Havis. Some people call me Terrence. Some people call me Mr. Bardui. And some people call me, look, boy, going all the way back to the 767. Okay, now it's public. Everybody can share. Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. My name is H. Terrence Bardui. Some people call me H. Some people call me Havis. Some people call me Terrence. Some people call me what? Mr. Bardui, and some people call me Luku Boy. That's little boy, going all the way back to the 767. Whitey Kubuli, the Commonwealth of Dominica. Tall is her body. Dominica made me. Boston raised me. Now the South sustains me. Welcome to another exciting episode. Last week, man, this is September, Life Insurance Awareness Month. We had Mr. Downtown Tony Brown, financial certified fiduciary, $1 Million Round Table. He was on there pontificating and dropping dimes. But tonight, woo! I got my work wife on. Everybody got a work husband and a work wife, right? That's a private joke. I'll explain to you guys in a minute about the work wife thing. Welcome. I'll tell you more about it. You need to start liking and sharing, and welcome to the program. As we start, folks, you know what? Should I play some music while I'm getting people in? Should I play some music? This is how we roll. I don't know. Should we start playing some music? I like to play all different kinds of music, but I don't know. As people are starting to come in, make sure, let me see who's in the live so I can give them a shout out so far. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Robin Martin. Good to see you. And if there's anybody else coming in, welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. Again, my name is H. Terrence Bardui. Some people call me H. Some people call me Havis. Some people call me Terrence. Some people call me what? Mr. Bardui. And some people call me Luka Boy. That's little boy. Going all the way back to the 767. Whitey Kubuli, the Commonwealth of Dominica. Dominica made me. Boston raised me. Now the South sustains me. Tonight, I got a very special guest. Very, very special guest. But why people are starting to come in? Let's just take a quick look at markets. Let's see what the markets did for those of you who got monies in the stock market. I don't know why you all got your money there, but that's what you all do. You all like taking losses. You all like taking L's like the New York Giants, the New England Patriots. We lost as well. Let me take a quick look and see what the market is doing, man. What did the market do today? Let me pull up my phone, see what the market did today. Let's see. For those of you who are a little concerned, the Dow Jones was down 1773. The NASDAQ was down 144.28. That means all the tech stocks, people, you lost some money. And then the S&P was down 25.56. So what can you do? But you know what you can do? You can be my client and sleep like this when the market is down, or like that. You know why? Because zero is the hero. Folks, tonight I have a very special guest. I usually tell people to drink water. I have a little cold, but I'm doing well. I usually tell people to drink water and mind their business. Tonight, you can drink water, but you can't mind your business. You got to get ready, folks. I got a special guest tonight. I am so excited. But just before I introduce her and bring her in, September is Life Insurance Awareness Month, okay? September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And you guys got to start realizing that, you know what? I need to make sure I take care of what I got to do. So, what are we going to do? We're going to go right into our theme song so I can give my special guest all the time tonight. So, if you're sleeping, wake up, knock on somebody's window, get in. It's Tuesdays with Terrence. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see what we got in here. Let's play our theme song, get everybody pumping, everybody jumping, everybody dancing. You guys want to get ready for my show? Are you guys ready for my show? Are you ready, ready? Folks, listen to me. I'm killing time because I'm trying to get you guys to wake up. Some of you all are sleeping. You know, I got to see who's on the show so far. Let me give a shout out. Let's see who's on so I can give a shout out. Robin Martin, Delphina LeBlanc. Welcome. Some of you guys are hiding. Why are you guys hiding, man? Why are you guys hiding? But, you know, as we do that, let's play our theme song. All right? Let's start the show by playing our theme song. It goes a little something like this. It's sung by my baby sister, Miss Maynard Thomas, all the way in Snellville, Georgia. She's a Point Michelle girl. It goes like this. What happened? Man, it's Tuesdays with Terrence, man. Who's calling me, man? How you going to do that? How you going to call me on Tuesdays with Terrence, man? I'm going to start this over again. Man, come on, man. It's Tuesdays with Terrence. What you doing that, man? I'm shame on you. I'm going to curse somebody out. Tuesdays with Terrence. And I'm going to say, shame on you. Shame on you. Respect my brand. Let's start over. All right. There we go. All the way from Snellville, Georgia, Miss Maynard Bardui Thomas. That's right. She's a Thomas now. No longer Bardui. Woo! Welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Venus!
Family, come as you are, with just your heart, and I'll help you win. Are you rejected or hurt? To me, you're worth much more than you.
I don't need no superstars, Alvin, but I got one tonight.
No, I don't need no superstar, 'cause I'll accept you as you are. You won't be denied, 'cause I'm satisfied. Woo! With the help that I can provide. You don't have to be rich family to be on my show. You don't have to have $1 million family to be on my show.
Boom! Maynard said you don't have to be a star to be on my show, but I got a star tonight, a superstar. It says you don't have to have $1 million to be on my show, but I think all of you are worth more than $1 million. Guess what? Tonight I got a lady. You know, some of you don't know this story, but some people think it's my work wife, right? Let me tell you the story. My special guest tonight, we were at a legacy meeting in Maryland. And after the meeting, we were all going to dinner. And her mother was here. Her mother came from Ohio as well. And we were going to dinner. And it was her mother's birthday, but I didn't know. So when she introduced me to her mother, I said, "Hi, you're my mother-in-law." You know, cracking joke, because everybody knows Terrence Bardui cracks jokes at our agency, and I try to make everybody feel comfortable. I said, "Nice to meet you, mother-in-law." I said, "She didn't tell you about me?" And she looked at me funny, right? She's like, "Who is that?" And she goes, "Mom, this is H." So we all went out to dinner, and it was her mom's birthday. guess what? I paid for her mom's birthday dinner, and I told the rest of my colleagues they got to pay for their own dinner. And that's how she became my work wife. But anyways, folks, all in fun, let me explain to you guys my special guest this evening, right? My special guest is Miss Lynneia Cotton Perkins. Now, she's from the Midwest, Ohio. She's a boss. She's a lady. She's part of our leadership team. Man, she's dropping like $1 million policies here and there every now and then. You know, I can see her. Y'all can see her. I'm trying to hype her up, right? Because when she comes, she's beautiful, right? And the song I'm about to play, all right? Y'all go, Sierra's fine. Sierra's fine, but she is finer. Chris Brown is fine, but I'm finer. So this is how we roll. This is how we roll, man. An American Classic Agency, the company that cares. I bring the heavyweights because tonight we're going to address some issues. We're going to talk about income protection, debt elimination, legacy creation. And we're going to talk about for Life Insurance Awareness Month. Why? Because I'm always talking about husband and wives and children and legacy. We're going to talk about why single people, whether you're a male or a female, whether you have kids, whether you don't have kids, whether you plan to have kids, whether you ever have kids, why it's paramount that you get on the Life Insurance Awareness Month, because everybody needs protection. So let me cue up the song. Let me cue up the song as I bring it in. Let me cue up the song. I'm so excited, man. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Because you know what? When I asked her to be on my show, right? You know what she said? Just tell me when. You see, let me explain something to you guys. I don't invite everybody to Choose This with Terrence. All right? However, I believe when I invite you to Choose This with Terrence, I'm doing you a favor by bringing you on my show, my platform. Because to be honest, I'm so vain, I don't need nobody. All right? I'm the DJ, the producer, the content creator, I pontificate, I drop dimes. However, I'm smart enough to know that everybody don't want to listen to me. And you got to bring my colleagues in. And they're all smarter than me. All of them. I'm just better looking than all of them. So tonight, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you my business partner all the way from Ohio. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Let me take her off mute. Let me exit solo. Let me take her off mute. Let me put her up. What does the song say? Ow! There she is. You all see her?
All right, H.
What's up, girl?
What's going on, H? How are you?
Fine, Miss Perkins. This is how we roll. That's how we roll. She's finer than Sierra. I'm finer than Chris Brown. How we roll. Oh, let me stop it before. You know why? Because you know what? Facebook might say copyright infringements.
Yeah, next time I come on, you gotta play that Ohio funk. I'm from Dayton, so
I was gonna put some Ohio funk, but I just like the intro of that song.
Gotcha.
It says just this is how we roll. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
he said that I blow his mind every time I'm activated. You just trying to catch it.
I hear that.
That's just how we roll.
That's how we roll at ACA, American Classic Agency. How we roll. How we roll. How we roll. How we roll.
That's just how we roll. What it is. How we roll.
All right. I'll stop. Miss Perkins.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me, H.
Well,
how are you?
I'm doing well. I want to say a quick shout out to the people who are watching. Our business partner, Venus, is watching. Esther Duran Kazemi, all the way in the St. Martin in the Caribbean. We look at Miss Beth Amato, all the way in Florida. Good evening. We have, who else? Tabitha Green in the DMV, your business partner. Mr. Ivan Farsa in Petersburg, Virginia. Delphina Leblanc, all the way in Ottawa, Canada. Miss Robin Martin, all the way in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina. You have other people watching all over the world, in England, in the Caribbean, Dominica, and they're watching Mexico. But I just don't know. They didn't say hi. They don't want to say hi. Some of them are shy, but they're here to see you tonight. Girl, how you doing? I get to see you this week. We have our last quarter blitz up in the DMV in Maryland, and we're going up there this week. I'm excited to see you, man.
Right. We'll actually be there. Me and my team will be there on Thursday. So we're coming in early Thursday morning to hang out with you guys. You know, we look forward to you coming every single event. So, you know, we look forward to it. And, you know, you my work husband. So I look forward to hanging out with my work husband. You know, my mom, she's not coming this year. So she's kind of upset.
It's all right.
But
Tell her
she's
we
still
love
there.
her. We love her. We love her. You know, the funny thing about it is, you know, when I asked you to be on Tuesdays with Terrence,
Mhm.
you just said, just give me a date. Tell me when, H. And I was so excited because, you know, usually when I ask people to be on Tuesdays with Terrence, say, I got to check my schedule. They got to this, they got, and actually, I'll be honest, it actually pisses me off. It ticks me off. When I ask you, if I ask you, that's because I feel you're good enough to represent what to my audience what I promote. And
Yes.
just say to me, well, let me check my schedule and come get back to me. That's cool. And I'm willing to bring anybody on who's willing to talk about income protection, debt elimination, and legacy creation. But when you tell me you were coming, I got so excited. Tony Brown, you know, our business partner, introduced Life Insurance Awareness Month. September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And you are going to kick it off. We had the man start off, then we brought the superstar lady to continue, you know, and I'm so excited that you're here tonight. So tell the people a little bit about you. I'm going to give you a solo screen. You got about 2 to 3 minutes. Take your time. Tell us where you're from, where you grew up. You know, tell us as much as you want to tell us about yourself. There you go.
All right. Well, thank you. First off, let me say thank you for allowing me to utilize this platform because the mentorship that you have actually extended to me, you have always been available when I need your assistance or help. So, you know, doing the same thing, I had to. So it was a no brainer for me to actually come on this platform. But again, my name is Lynneia Perkins, and I'm from Dayton, Ohio, born and raised in Dayton, Ohio, graduated from Dunbar High School. Paul Lawrence Dunbar Wolverines, we bleed blue.
Boom.
And I'm the discussion that we're having today is really fitting to me because I fall into that category. But I have grown a team of agents in the greater Dayton and Cincinnati area. Just looking to build as well as grow and allow educate people on financial literacy. I think that is a need as well as a must in our community, and just find different ways and resources that are available out there for middle America to show them ways on how to save their assets as well as protect their assets. So this is what I do. This is our mission in Ohio, and we came together with American Classic Agency since I think it was like 2019. We've been together with them, and we have been dominating and taking it by storm. So it's just our mission to really grow the Ohio area as well as train agents and find ways and resources to grow additional income within their into our community. There is a need as well as a must for financial literacy.
Wow. I mean, I know you from the Midwest, Ohio. You know, I'm licensed in Ohio as well. You know, I've been trying to recruit this guy out there. Maybe I should tell him to talk to you because he probably doesn't, because you're way better looking than I do. No, wait a
You know,
minute.
I get him in the door. Hey.
Hold on. No, you're smarter than me. I'm better looking. Wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. You know, maybe I need to tell him you need to get on your team. You know, I hope he's watching tonight. I don't know if he's watching, but if he's watching, you know who he is. He's a childhood friend, and he can give me a shout out. And I need to tell him, you know, he needs to join the wave. Get with a company that cares, American Classic Agency. So you're building a team in Ohio. I know you guys had an event out there, and the executive team was out there. You guys were doing great. And, you know, I know Pauline Flowers is out there. I know Camilla Barker is out there. You have a whole team of a lot of others out there. And you guys are doing great things. And I'm so proud of you. You know, the reason why I'm proud of you is because you guys work in tandem and you guys work together. And guess what? You just said it a little while ago. Our communities, we're talking about communities of color, people that look like me and you. We help anybody, but people that look like me and you, we feel like it's paramount that we educate them in financial literacy because it's not taught in schools. I've been to Ohio. Um, Back in the day, I used to go out with a girl um, in
Uh-oh.
1984. 84, we started dating, and she lived in Piqua. You know where Piqua is? Out right outside of
Pickles right up the street.
All right. Used to go to MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I was going to Northeastern University at the time, and Japanese girl, Erica, Dorsey at the time, and I went to, I flew into Columbus, I think, and they picked me up, and we drove to Piqua, and we went to this old club back in the day. It was called Spunky's. I don't know if that's still there.
Oh Lord, you went to Spunky. So
That was back in the day. But I'm telling you, that was
right.
and let me tell you, right? That's when I used to party. I don't party anymore, but that's when I used to party, right? I was young. I was about 19, 20. I'm an OG now. But the thing about it was, because I turned 20 in 84. I think I was already 20. And the funny thing about it, I remember I was working. There's a part-time job down there in Cambridge, Massachusetts, called the Harvard Coop and the MIT Coop. I was at the MIT Coop, and I went to Piqua, and I was so young and stupid. I called in sick to go out to spend Christmas with my girlfriend and her family, right? And then I was so nervous. I called and I told him, I called in sick Friday, right? And I said, "Oh, I'm going to be sick on Monday too."
Because you was that
That's
spunky.
that's how young and stupid I was. And then my boss, when I came back to work, he said, Scott Pires, I'll never forget him. He's a Portuguese guy. He said, H, next time you're going to call in sick every day. Don't call in sick on Friday for Monday because you don't know if Monday you're going to be sick too. But anyways, that's my Ohio story, and I'm sticking with it. So I am so glad that we have you. And it's September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. I want to say welcome to all of our listeners. Our special guest this evening is Miss Lynneia Perkins from Dayton, Ohio. And she's going to talk tonight about three things. But it's very, very important that we're going to talk a little about this before we start. And then at the end, again, we'll go back to it because some people might come in late as well.
Definitely.
One of the things that someone said to me last week after the show, they said, "You know what? I love your show. I tuned in tonight. You do a great job. My head's getting pumped. You know me already. I'm vain. I'm so vain. I probably think the show is about me. I'm so vain. I probably think this show is about me. Don't me. But it's about you tonight. But listen, partner, on a serious note, the person said to me, you always talk about couples, husbands, wives. You always talk about, your family, your children, spouse, all these different things. But you rarely talk about single people who are single by choice, people who are just single because they haven't found the right person yet. They don't want to deal with the riffraff. People who maybe are not mothers, are probably never going to be mothers, don't want to be mothers, and that's their choice. Or they could be a male who has no children. So today, I want you to spend some time talking about why is it important that single people have life insurance, because a lot of them want to talk about, I got a job, but why is it important? And I'll help you as well. But I think, like I said, you're way smarter than me. I'm just better looking. Why is it that single people need life insurance? Can you pontificate on this a little bit and tell us why single people need to have life insurance, partner?
Sure, no problem. My question would be to you, why is it not important to have life insurance outside of your employer? We all know that at the end of the day, the only thing in life that's guaranteed is death. and we know that we're going to end up passing away. So in the process of that happening, we don't know when it's going to happen. We don't know how it's going to happen. We just know once we take our first breath in life, we're going to end up passing away eventually. Um, it's kind of crazy because this past weekend I dealt with death in my family.
Wow.
My 16th month old great nephew passed away,
Sorry.
and life happens, and it's unfortunate because the baby was he just got his breath of life, and God called him home. So we don't know what may happen. It's just as well as getting life insurance on your child. You don't know what may happen. We want them to live until they're 121 or 100 years old, but we don't know the consequences of what life may have. So there's a need for life insurance, even as a single person. I am a single woman. I don't have any children.
Well, you have a work husband. Hey.
Oh, well, I have my work husband, but legally I can't get anything from him. So it really doesn't benefit me any. But I do have life insurance. I have life insurance for the reason that I don't want to leave my debt, because I do have debt. I have a car note. I have credit cards. I have a condo. So that's a mortgage that I am taking care of. And if anything happens to me, I am the only income earner in my household. So I don't want to leave those burdens on my family. And leaving those burdens on my family, how many times have we seen on social media a GoFundMe, or we're asking for money to hold a memorial service for a family member, when this is something that we could have locked in on pennies on the dollar. The older you get, the cost of insurance is a little more costly, but we have to make sure that we are protecting ourselves for the what ifs. And we don't know what may happen to us in life. And a lot of people do not understand that there are additional benefits that are in life insurance plans, and especially in our life insurance plans that we have with our carriers, to where if you become terminally ill, you become chronically ill, critically injured, diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And like he said, there's people who may have fertility issues, and now there are riders available for you to help with those fertility benefits. So if you're having trouble, you try to conceive, some people are having babies outside of marriage. And single women are conceiving and doing the in vitro fertilization. So if that's a direction that you want to go in, having those benefits available, that you put that money over to the side, you reserve that money for those particular plans. Why not have life insurance? This is the way to go. And having access to that money tax-free is a benefit for you. You don't have to worry about taking out a personal loan. You don't have to worry about exhausting your savings account. Leverage your life insurance to help you with your living benefits.
Wow, it's so funny that you say that. I want to say, our colleague Maria Ines Mimi Davilia says hello. She says, "Hey, Lynneia," and all the other people who are watching tonight. My esteemed client, Miss Elaine Corbett, all the way in Columbia, South Carolina, is watching, and a lot of other people are watching. Some of you may have to say hello in the chat so I can give you a shout out. But you just talked about single people, using critical illness, chronic illness, but also they can use. This is what a lot of single people don't even realize. Life insurance doesn't have to be a legacy for anybody. It could be for while you're alive, for infinite banking. You have a capital purchase you want to make for your home. I don't know, washer and dryers. Your heating system went. You got to do a roofing job. It would be nice if you're paying yourself, because having monies in the bank and CDs is chicken feed. They're paying you. Plus, everybody in your business, the IRS can look at that. I can sue you if I fall, in your yard, because you have assets. Most people don't realize we can use life insurance as single people, if you're a single person, for a concept we talked about, infinite banking, a little bit. I know, Lynneia, we do that as well, with some of our other carriers as well. But can you just elaborate why some of these people who are single need to realize it doesn't matter if you have no children or you don't haven't got the legacy. You can use it to benefit you, like for infinite banking. Because what are you getting at the banks? Can you touch on that a little bit?
Well, normally, if you look at your rate of return through the banks, now that's what you look at your annual rate of return, an APY or APR on your bank statement in your savings account. You're getting less than 1%. And understanding the rule of 72, if you're not familiar, let me go ahead and explain, because the rule of 72 is a very simple concept that the Census Bureau have designed to see how long it's going to take for the population to double. And financial industries, financial institutions utilize the same concept to see how long or how quick it's going to take for your money or your investment to double. So we do the same thing with the rule of 72, with saving, with utilizing infinite banking and utilizing that infinite structure in your plan. Now you have cash growth, you have access to higher returns on your, I don't like to say investment, but on the position on where you park your money, as well as protection. And you have, it's liquid, so you have access to it at any time for major purchases. Like H said, if you wanted to purchase another home, or you had a major appliance, if you wanted to purchase a car, or if you wanted to pay off your debt, you're able to utilize that money through the infinite banking concept. Also, here's the thing: a lot of people, especially single people, because retirement is evident, we're going to retire from our job, so utilizing this as a retirement vehicle with a tax advantage benefit, and you have access on how much you can put into, you're not controlled by the government on how much you can put into the plan, as well as how long you can, how long it takes for you to access those funds. And a lot of people don't understand with some of those employment benefits that we sign up for, that we are not aware of. A lot of them have a lot of government control under those, under government control stipulations that we are not aware of. How much we can put into, how much are we going to lose, as well as how much can we access without penalty. And with life insurance plans, you don't have those penalties. You pay it back whenever. You have a stress-free loan. You're only charged, annual interest, which is a good thing compared to several lenders where you're paying the interest up front on the debt and you pay the principal later. So, and if anything happens to you in the process of you paying back that loan and you happen to pass away, then guess what? The death benefit takes care of it. So now you're utilizing your money as well as this plan as collateral. And having access to tax-free benefits in retirement with guaranteed lifetime income. A lot of those retirement plans that you are set up with now does not guarantee you lifetime income. So a lot of people outlive their money, and we see this in our seniors to where they have to go back to work because they are really dealing with first off inflation. The cost
Right.
of living is going up. Taxation, they have to pay taxes on, you still have to pay taxes on your Social Security benefits. So, that's money coming out of your pocket. And we're paying taxes on everyday expenses. So I talk to my clients a lot, especially our senior market. When you turn 65, you have to get Medicare, and you have to get your Part A, Part B, and Part D coverage, or a supplement, or
Part
an
C.
advantage plan, yeah, or Part C. So you have to look at those additional expenses that come out of your Social Security benefits, but also out of pocket expenses. And medication, the older you get, the cost of medication is extreme. So having access to additional resources and funds that will help cover those expenses are a need.
Wow. I mean, this is awesome. You just dropped it. I mean, the funny thing is that Venus just said dropping points. I want to say welcome to my friend there, Miss Vonda Hunt. How you doing, my darling? Good to see you. Hey, guess who's watching? That person in Ohio I was talking about, he's watching. Maybe he needs to
Good.
meet you.
Well, come and meet me. We do Tuesday trainings. I do Tuesday trainings with my team, but we can sit down
Yeah.
and do a one-on-one consultation to see where
We,
you're
we,
at.
we'll talk to him. I put his business out there. He's a childhood friend. I want to say welcome to your business partner, my business partner, Miss Pauline Flowers. How you doing? Good to see you there. And all the others who are watching tonight, my special guest is the Ohio boss lady. I call her Miss Lynneia Cotton Perkins. I call her the boss lady, and she is dropping dimes. She's telling you why single people need life insurance. You see, just because you don't have a spouse, maybe because you don't want one because it's too much stress and drama or trauma, right? And
Right.
but the important thing is she made a couple of poignant points. She said you could use infinite banking. You could, for example, I have a client who's watching right now. I just created an infinite banking concept for them. We did a MTL legacy for them, and they dropped a certain amount of money in there. So basically, what we're going to do is they're going to remodel their house, right? So basically, they can use the funds there. And I'm actually even talking to them about they currently have a car loan. I'm saying you can take a loan from that, pay off your car, and then pay back yourself unstructuredly, and you didn't use your money. Because remember, when you need a loan for a new car or whatever, you got to go to the bank, right? You got to go to the bank, but use the National Bank of You. And that's one of the reasons I was telling the individual who asked me about what's the benefits for life insurance for single people. With the knowledge I have now, man, I'm telling you all, back in the day, if I knew all that stuff, I would be talking to you, Mugs. I would be talking to Miss Perkins, my work wife. I wouldn't be talking to none of y'all because I'd be on a boat somewhere. The point I'm trying to make is now it's never too late. And one of the important things is it doesn't matter if you're single or married. I've been talking about these concepts for 3.5 years. It's over 3.5 years now. Was it February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September? 3 years and 7 months. I've been telling you guys, and that's why I keep bringing my experts, my colleagues, my business partners like Miss Perkins to explain to you guys. And it doesn't matter if you're married or single, you need infinite banking. When you need a loan, well, you got to worry about your credit. Who cares? When you have infinite banking, the only person you're asking for permission for the loan is you. And how much? Based on what you got. And the great thing is you made a valid point, Miss Perkins. You said, when you get it and you want it, you just take it. And then you can pay yourself back. See, when you're paying your loan, your car loan at the credit union or the bank, whether it's Bank of America, Wells Fargo, or the National Credit Union, you're paying them interest. But when you take a loan from your infinite banking, you're paying yourself back. And you're using OPM. What the bank is doing with you, they take everybody's money and they said, you know what, we'll lend it to you. So why don't you use OPM for yourself? Do like the wealthy. So, Miss Perkins, this is awesome. You talked about, all sides.
Debt liquidation. Yeah, if you think about it, it's debt liquidation, but you have control on how you're liquidating your assets as well as liquidating your debt, and you have control on when you pay it back. One good thing about utilizing the infinite banking system, your health is your wealth. You don't have to worry about a credit check. You don't have to worry about going through the bank. You don't have to worry about showing them, 6 months of income or 6 months of assets holding. Now you have access to these funds because now your interest rate is locked in. So you can have a variable or a fixed interest rate. So now you have control on how much interest that you're going to pay on the loan, when you're going to pay it back, how long it's going to take you to pay back. If you miss a month of payments, then guess what? You don't have to worry about a lender calling you. You get those harassing phone calls 7 times a day. You pay it back whenever. Everybody has dealt with it. If you dealt with debt and you missed a payment, you don't have to worry about it affecting your credit report. These are benefits with utilizing infinite banking. To where you don't get that from doing the standard traditional lending from a traditional bank or a traditional lender.
And I want to make this very clear. The stuff that we give you is nuggets. We can't give you comprehensive stuff because we don't know what your situation is. And that's why you want to work with me and Miss Perkins? Cool. We'll work with you. You don't want to work with me because you guys think I'm too good looking and she's smart, at the end of the show, we're going to get her contact information so you can talk to her. And let me explain something to you guys. We're partners, and that's what we do. You know, she told you she's reached out to me in the past for my expertise in certain things, and I've helped. And tonight she's coming on the show to share with you all the benefits of why we all need life insurance. I want to say hello to Miss Camilla Barker. Hey, we're getting it. Our partners watching tonight and all the others who are watching. Folks, my special guest is Miss Lynneia Cotton Perkins, Dayton, Ohio, is in the house. I call her the boss lady. I'm so excited. Tonight we're talking about why September is Life Insurance Awareness Month and why single people need life insurance. But you know what? Income protection is key. People always say, I got insurance on the job. And I know people right now who've told me, well, I got it on the job. I know people. I don't want to put anyone's business outside because I talk in generalities. You know, someone said it's too expensive one time on the show, and I was upset because it's garbage. You said pennies on the dollar. Why does everybody need income protection, especially single people? Can you tell them, please, Miss Perkins?
Why you need income protection? Because we don't know what may happen to us. When it comes to income protection, especially when it comes to life insurance from your job, what happens if you're laid off? Due to the recession, a lot of people are being laid off from their job. COVID is a great example on why we need income protection. If there's no guarantees when it comes to work. You work a certain amount of years, but by the snap of a finger, you can lose everything immediately. And you need that income protection. Health happens. And I am a witness. I can just, speak from my own personal story. Health happens. If I would have known this when I was 28 years old, trust me, I would not have went through the things that I have went through, financially as well as understanding, but it brought me to this point to learn. I had to be in that situation. But we don't know what may happen. A job is not guaranteed. Also, once you do retire from that job, your life insurance, you can sometimes companies do offer where you can cash out and pay for the life insurance, but the cost of insurance is rated off of the age that you are at that time that you retire. So the older you are, the cost of insurance is a little bit higher compared to when you lock it in when you're younger. And locking it in at a particular rate while you're younger can lock you in for the entirety of your life or until you turn 121 years old. So when you're looking at income protection from the volatility of the market as well as the volatility of garnishments, the government has access to your payroll. The government has access to your savings account. The government has access to your checking account. I have seen people who owe student loans to where student loans will go into your income through your work check, your W-2 or whatever income check that you have at that time, and start garnishing your wages. In life insurance policies, or what we call our infinite banking structures, you are protected due to certain IRS tax codes. So those are the benefits, as well as the taxable benefits that you have. A lot of access to those funds are tax-free, and you are transferring income if anything happens to you to a beneficiary tax-free as well.
Wow. You see, folks, income protection is paramount. Nobody knows you driving your car, you can become a quadriplegic. I know people, who've had critical illnesses. My baby sister was 3 years ago. My father died in July. In October, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, triple negative breast cancer, had both breasts removed and reconstructed. I mean, come on. My elder sister in New York, breast cancer survivor. My best friend, in Greenville, South Carolina, he's an educator. He suffered a stroke. Those are all critical and chronic illnesses. Critical or chronic illnesses. It's like it can happen to anybody. And even now, you start thinking about, well, I may have some health challenges. Well, even though you have some health challenges, we can figure out what to do. And one of the things that hurts my heart is when I see someone has a health challenge, and then I see my friends having GoFundMe's. I'm not talking about in Dominica or St. Martin or some other places. I'm talking about right there in the continental United States, where there is no reason why anybody, as a matter of fact, I have a client in New Jersey who's pregnant. I was waiting for October for to drop that kid. Because 2 weeks after in November, I'd be like, hey,
Let's cover you and the baby.
no, she's covered. Cover your baby.
Cover the baby.
Her
Yeah.
husband too, if he's here. And the thing about it is, her mother and her sister's already protected. She's protected. We're waiting for 2 weeks after that kid. As soon as he get a social security number and a doggone slap on the butt, good 2 week, we're gonna get him in. And that's what we need to be doing in our communities. Let me tell you something, folks. It does not matter if you're not creative, if you were not born with wealth or you grew up with wealth. You can be the generation changer, the first person to change it. So check this out. We talked about why single people need life insurance. We talked about income protection. Partner, debt is a financial cancer. I was watching an article the other day. It says poor people listen to Susie Orman, middle class people listen to Dave Ramsey, and the wealthy don't listen to neither of them. I don't listen to either of them. Now I'm not bashing them. I'm just making a point. I don't listen to either of them because both of them have their issues with me, and so I don't listen to them. But partner, we have what we call debt elimination. There's about 33 trillion dollars. The United States debt is about 33 trillion dollars. It's about $1 trillion in student loans, mortgages. Mr. Stewart, our president, did a live at 5 a couple of weeks ago. And he was saying the average U.S. family has just in credit card debt 10,000 credit card. You know what? There's 350 million people in this country. 10 grand. So my point is that between 8 and 10 grand, debt elimination is paramount. What do you know about debt elimination? We should tell our viewers tonight, especially people with mortgages, student loans, credit cards, car loans, equity line of credit, butt loans, cheek loans, whatever kind of loans people got.
Butt loans, cheek loans.
Tell us a little about that.
Well, that's one thing that we were, talking about. Let's liquidate our debt, and being able to funnel all your debt into one liquidated account to pay it off, but also utilize the cash that you have that you were paying into that debt to, move it into a plan that's growing interest for you will be a better resource, I would say, for you compared to, really just paying off the debt. Because just like a lender, you can overpay on the debt. And what if something happens to you and you're not able to earn income at that point in time? They're not going to care about that. At that point in time, you can lose your home, your car can be repossessed, your student loans can go into default. Those are major factors, as well as causes for for the people who are in relationship, mismanaging or misappropriation of funds, as well as paying off debts, and just really being irresponsible with certain funds. We find money to what we want to do. We find money for our entertainment source, but we don't find, like you said, you have clients that say, oh, well, that may be expensive, or I don't have the money for that. You have the money for what you want. It's just not a benefit for you as of right now until you sit down with one of our licensed agents to talk to you about the benefits, as well as help you relieve that pain point that you may be dealing with right now. I know October student loans are going back in effect. We're in a recession right now. Money is very scarce. The cost of living is so high. So another debt just tacked on to us, to where we have not been paying on for the past since 2020. That's a major nail that's a major source of stress added on stress. So now we find ourselves working longer hours, trying to find additional income to help pay off those debts, but being able to structure a plan and look at where we may be throwing our dollars away unknowingly as well as unnecessarily, and putting it into a plan to where that dollar is starting to make money for us is the way to go. And these are just different tips as well as resources that we do show our clients, because we know that the average American, if you look at the U.S. debt clock, I think the average household debt is about I know in Ohio, I think it's like $33,000. And those, it's bananas. I know it has stressed my household out, dealing with debt, and I think that's why I'm single now. But debt, medical issues. We were talking about living benefits, but those unknown situations that may happen medical wise, those medical debts can take you out quicker than anything. And being able to have access to thousands of dollars. I'm not just saying like, okay, you're getting your short-term disability or your long-term disability, which is only 60 to 40% of your income. You're receiving lump sums. This is tens of thousands to $100,000 of dollars that you have access to tax-free. That alleviates a lot of the stress from the household.
You know, it's so funny as you said that. A lot of people don't realize tax favored, man, is a beautiful thing. There's three kinds of money. There's taxable, tax deferred, and tax free. And out of the three, I like free. I like the word free. My mother used to say, I'll say it in the Dominican term and I'll explain it. Freeness about worriness. In other words, something that's free makes you worry, worry you. But when it's tax-free, there's no worrying, because what you're thinking about, you all are thinking about, you know what, well, I got a Roth IRA, I got this. Well, why don't you get a Roth IRA and steroids? We can get you a Roth IRA and steroids. And you people are not listening to us because you're listening to the Susie Omens and the Dave Ramsey. I'm not knocking them out, you know. Financial Peace Academy, my foot. All I'm saying to you guys is simply this. You need to take a look at what we do, how we can help you with, you know, income protection, because everybody needs to protect their income. Because if you make $100,000 a year for 10 years, that's $1 million. 20 years, that's $2 million. If you're making $50,000, 20 years, that's $1 million. So some of you are making way over $100,000. I have clients making $300,000-400,000 a year. I have doctor clients. I have, you know, IT clients. I have, you know, financial clients. I have people dropping it. You know, we want to say hello to our special partner here, Miss Lynneia. She says 66% of bankruptcies cases in the USA are due to medical bills. And she's right. 66%. And people are not listening. That's why we out here every day pontificating, advocating, you know, dropping dimes, dropping gems about debt elimination, income protection. And let me tell you something. You all think that it's divorce that causes bankruptcies most. Nah, it's medical. You know, and you know, I want to say welcome to everyone who's dropping in, like Lynneia and everybody else is dropping in. But my special guest this evening is Miss Lynneia Perkins, the Ohio Midwest Queen. That's how I called her, USA Queen from Dayton. She's dropping dimes on income protection, debt elimination, and legacy creation. She told you herself she's a single woman. And she understands the value, not because she's licensed doing this. She understands the value in case life happens. And life happens. There's too many times life happens. And some of y'all are in my cotton picking DMs asking me for money. Because you're not saving through infinite banking and not using the concepts. I love you. And I'll help you if I can. But my point is, you got to grab the bull by the horn.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're in the continental United States. I ain't talking about people out of the country. In this country, that's who we can help. So we talked about life insurance for single people. We talked about income protection, debt elimination. I don't know about you, my work wife. For those of you who don't know, that's my work wife, Miss Lynneia Cotton Perkins. It's a personal joke, and you had to be there. I mean, Camilla Harris knows about it, and Pauline knows about it because we all went to dinner with Miss Perkins' mom.
Your mother-in-law been trying to call me. I think she's on the live. I think she's seeing a live.
She's on the live. Oh, hello, mama. We love you. We love you. But the thing about it is this. Check this out. We don't have much time left. You know, this hours just slip by us real quick because we're having so much fun. You talk about why single people need to do this. And a lot of them, I hope you're watching and listening tonight, and you single people need to share this live so your single friends can hear and see that you're doing this as well. I stopped telling people to share my lives, but tonight you got to share it. September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. So then we talked about income protection. You got to protect your income. You're making 50 grand a year, and you got a 2-year-old for the next 20 years or 22 years that they need your income, and that's $1 million. And if you're making 100 grand, because your lifestyle don't change,
Doesn't.
you need it. You need to protect it, and you can do it for pennies on the dollar. So, partner, legacy creation in our communities. I don't know if you may have been born rich. You're beautiful, but you may have been
I
born rich.
haven't.
Well, I wasn't born rich, okay? But I know, God forbid something happens to me. You know, I have a son whose birthday is in 2 weeks. You know, and God forbid something happens to him, we have protection for him. Something happens to me, I tell them that they can start a business, they can do something because I put stuff in place. So, what will you tell our guests about legacy creation for every middle American family that's in the continental United States? Pontific.
Personally, we all need legacy creation. I, like H said, I don't have any children. I am a single woman, but I have a host of nieces and nephews. And my youngest niece she was born with hydrocephalus. So her having hydrocephalus, she came out the womb having seizures. She lives with a shunt. She will live with that forever. So I know the challenges that she would have as an adult. And I have taken on a lot of the primary care for her. So if anything happens to me, I wanted to make sure that she was financially taken care of regardless of whatever, while I'm living, as well as while I am, if I happen to pass away tomorrow. I know that she's well taken care of. I know that the funds will be used for her if she wanted to utilize it for college education, or she wanted to use those funds to my debt is paid off. My debt will be paid off. I already structured a plan for that, but I just wanted to make sure that she was well taken care of. And even if you don't have any children, or you are involved in any church or any type of community project, those are actually plans to where you can transfer those over and do charitable benefits. A lot of people don't understand that 1% of your death benefit can go to a charity of your choice. So utilizing these structures to pay for the things that you may not be able to pay for as of right now, or even keeping that lifestyle, keeping your children accustomed to the lifestyle that you have given them, is a need. It's a necessity. And I know we talk to people every single day, and even just having those conversations, when somebody has left that family that has been a primary income earner or a main source of that family, it becomes a loss all the way across the board. How many people's lives have changed because of the death of somebody or the illness of somebody? So being able to make sure that your children are taken care of, your family is taken care of, that financial need to, come out their pocket to help pay for your debts. I think that is a real selfish conversation that I done had with some people where they say, "Oh, I don't need it. I'm not leaving nobody no money. I'm not doing this." But why not? Why would you not? And if you don't want to leave somebody some money, then set up a trust. Set up a trust to where it can go over to a business. Protect your business. Protect yourself.
That's right.
Because we have business owners on this call, and structuring a plan for your business can help bring additional income into your business. It can be a tax advantage for your business, but
Right.
also it keeps your business going if anything happens to you, so your children don't have to sell it.
It's so funny that you say that. This is how we roll, folks. I bring people who are way smarter than me. Lynneia is dropping some dimes in the chat. She says you can donate to a charity or a college. Some of you have an alma mater. You could set up scholarships for kids in your community. I mean,
Yeah,
you can do something in your church. But
lot.
there is a plethora of things you can do. You can create a trust. Like you said, business continuation plans. There's a lot of things we can do, and we have so much power within our community, and we need to leverage that and change lives. The show is called Tuesdays with Terrence. My special guest is Miss Lynneia Cotton Perkins from Ohio, Dayton, the Midwest. Man, I call her the boss lady. She's so beautiful and she is smarter than me. I'm just better looking than her. Folks, this is why I bring these people on. Everyone that I brought on this show is way smarter than me. They might be mad when I say I'm better looking, but I wish I was smart like them because I'd be rich like them. They're smart. The point is simply this, folks. We have to continue to educate you. And because this is September, it's Life Insurance Awareness Month. If you want to follow her on Facebook, her name on Facebook is Lynneia Cotton Perkins. You can see her name right there. Are you on Instagram? Are you on TikTok? What are you on?
Yes, I'm on TikTok as well. My TikTok is LRP Financial Services. I do have a
You said
business
that
page.
so fast. Say it a little slower.
I'm sorry. I do have on TikTok is LRP Financial Services. Also, I do have a business page on Facebook, which is LRP Financial Services. You can go on my business page and schedule an appointment with me. Or you can check out my website, which is www.lrpfinancialservices.com. So those are different ways to, I know my webpage is more in depth on what we do offer, the services from college planning to debt elimination to retirement planning. We can sit down and structure a plan for you because we know that not one plan is a good fit for everybody. So we would design and structure a plan, sit down and see what your needs are, as well as what are your end goals, or what is your exit strategy for retirement. What do you want to do if anything happens for the what ifs, as well as how are you protecting yourself in case of those emergencies.
Well, folks, she's Miss Lynneia Cotton Perkins. And this is how we roll, man. This is how we roll. This is how we roll. She's finer than Sierra, and I'm finer than Chris Brown. Ah, ah, ah.
Hey.
How we roll. Yeah. I can see Pauline backing it up. Go, Pauline. Go, Pauline. Go, Camilla. Go, Camilla. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, there she is, my business partner, Miss Lynneia Cotton Perkins. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for having me, H.
Thank you so much. I wish you're still on the line, folks. Tonight, my special guest was Miss Lynneia Cotton Perkins. Like and share this. September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. You want to get in touch with her? Some of she told you how to get on her calendar. Go on there, get on her calendar. All right. People always say to me, this is your show. Why are you telling people to get on there? Because some of y'all ain't going to talk to me. Talk to her. You might want to talk to a woman. She's softer. She's smarter than me. Get on her calendar. There's plenty to go around. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. Like and share the live. Make sure you tell somebody life insurance is, September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. Today, I was at Dollar Tree getting some deodorant, and this lady was trying to sell me a phone and a tablet. And I said to her, and she told me, well, if you need insurance too, let me know. And she said, I'm with Prime America. I tried to recruit her right there. I gave her my card. I said to her, let me ask you a question. I said to her, if you're doing good enough with Prime America, why are you selling phones outside and tablets outside of a Dollar Tree? I wasn't trying to be rude because I respect every entrepreneur. My point I'm trying to make is that at American Classic Agency, the company that cares, we're hiring. If you're in the Ohio area, Lynneia Perkins, Camilla Barker, Pauline Flowers, contact them. Mr. Frederick Barron, I just put you out there. You need to holler one of these ladies. You ain't hollering at me. My childhood friend, Daisy, call them. All right, now listen to me. And also, folks, go and follow on. Sometimes you guys get tired of my big mouth. Follow these people on Facebook, or drop in their DMs and say, you know what, I saw you on H's show, on Havis's show, on Terrence's show, on Mr. Bardoui's show, on Luca Boy's show, and I just want to follow you as well because I like your style. I like the way you articulate your thoughts into words. You're not loud and show off like he is. You're really quiet and cool, and I want to follow you. She's not gonna block you, and she can help you. So I want to thank everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Miss Perkins, later this week at our fourth quarter blitz. Pauline, I'm looking for you too, and Camilla. We're gonna back it up, boy, Thursday night. Yeah, we're gonna back it up. On a serious note, folks, this show is called Tuesdays with Terrence. Some people call me H, some people call me Havis, some people call me Terrence, some people call me Mr. Bardoui, and some people call me Luca Boy. That's little boy, going all the way back to the 767. Whitey Kubuli, the Commonwealth of Dominica, tall as her body. Dominica made me. Boston raised me. Now the South sustains me. The show is called Tuesdays with Terrence, and this is a show you got to like and share. Lynneia, stay on the line for a minute. I'm going to play my theme song as we end. Just hang in there for me for a moment. I just want everybody to know tonight was a special time, and I was really excited that we had our special guest tonight. And as we play our theme song to close out, folks, don't let too late be your cry. Please don't. Make sure you contact me or you contact Miss Lynneia Perkins or any one of my colleagues. You can see from the comments in there which of my colleagues. Go follow all of them on social media. Follow Lina Nehemiah. Follow Camilla Barker. Follow Arvin Vasa. Follow, Venus Patient Accounts Detective. Follow, Pauline Flowers. Tabitha Green. Who else is on the show? Everybody that you see dropping dimes in there, they're probably my business partner. Follow everybody. Say I saw you on H's show and I like your profile. I'm following you. We want to do that for you. All right, guys. And as we close, the show says you don't have to be a star to be on my show. That's what the song says, sung by my sister. But we had a superstar tonight, and I thank you, Miss Perkins. As we close, make sure you tell everybody September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. Like and share. Good night, everybody. I love you. I love you. I love you. I can't wait to see you, Camilla. Can't wait to see you, Pauline Flowers. Can't wait to see you. It's got all my Tabitha Green and everybody else.
Family, come as you are with just your heart, and I'll help you win.
Are you rejected or hurt?
Are you rejected or hurt? To me,
you're worth much more than you put in. I don't need no superstars, but I have one tonight. Yes.
Now I don't need no superstar, 'cause I'll accept you as you are. You won't be tonight, 'cause I'm satisfied with the help that I can provide. You don't have to be rich family to be on my show. You don't have to have a million family to be on my show.
Boom, that was Miss Maida Thomas, my baby sister in the Atlanta area, telling you don't have to be a star to be on my show. You don't have to have a million to be on my show. Next week, I think I'm having a special guest, and in 2 weeks, I'm having another special guest. But if not, let me tell you this. October is coming, and it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Ladies, get the tatas checked. Please get them checked. Please. That's how my sister found out. All right? Get them checked. And remember, September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. Good night, everybody. I love you all. I can't wait till next week. But partners, I can't wait to see you guys later this week in the DMV. God bless you. Like and share. Good night, everybody. I'm out. I love you. Mwah. Peace. Boom. I'm out. Yeah.